Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 300 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. 300 days already. We've talked about how to get our goals in different areas and aspects of our life. We are now going through our 7-step goal process that we set up in January. We looked at like 15 or 20 different goal frameworks in order to decide what was the best process for us to use this year to do goals in each of the different areas and aspects of our life. And we've done all of them except contribution, which we are doing this month. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, communication, confidence, and now contribution. And step 3 of our process is what we're talking about today, and that's breaking our goal down into steps. Now, my goal, for example, is to set up a nonprofit to help blind people to make the world a better place, contribute, start and grow a business or a way of generating impact or income for themselves and for the people they love and care about in the world. So how do we break that down into steps? We set it up as a SMART goal yesterday, and today we're talking about how do we break that down into steps. So I just brainstormed a couple of steps to give you an example of how I do it. Number 1, procedure to set up a nonprofit. I have never set up a nonprofit before, so how do I go about doing that? Research blind statistics and the market. You know, what's available now, what's not, what's possible, what type ways could people with disabilities, in this case specifically blindness or legally blindness, grow and build and start and set up a business. What resources are available, what is available to help, and how can they go about doing it. And then we're going to come up with a possible options is step 3. Step 4, and these aren't in order. Step 4, I just brainstormed some. Create a framework that's proven to help set up businesses, etc., or maybe they want to set up their own nonprofit to do a certain thing. And then framework to assist them in growth. 1 to set up, 1 to start, 1 to grow. Because there's a difference between what you do every day when you're starting out and what you do every day when you're growing and building and supersizing your business or your nonprofit, your opportunity, etc. So that was just some steps I broke it down into, because in my SMART goal, by the end of the year, I need to have that set up, my nonprofit set up. And then I want to have the frameworks and things in place and test it. So I want to have research, come up with a framework, tested the framework by December 31st. Not much time, but I think it's doable. All right. So what's our action item today? Just take your goal, whatever it is for you, and break it down into 3 to 5 steps, right? We just want the big chunks, the big milestones, because we're going to use those later on in our process, like in step 5, perhaps, to measure progress. And so it's helps us to have the big chunks of things, the little milestones along the way, or the big milestones along the way, in order to achieve the goal and the objective that we want for ourselves. So I'm sure I'll tweak my steps, but those are just a quick run through of mine. Any questions? Hit me up. Otherwise, you can see the write-up in Guide 17 of the Get Up and Go Challenge private Facebook group page. Just join that page if you haven't already. There's tons of information there. Lots of examples of running through this process in each of the different areas and aspects of the life framework. Otherwise, you can always ask me. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.